And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Mayfield. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A gain there of 21 yards.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Hey, box truck.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. For the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Jackson, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Let's make these babies cry all the way.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
11 yards there, 1st down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too. Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion, or even worse.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall, and they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Mayfield on first down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Trying to get it to Landry there, but it's going to be second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Check 49, check 49.
Here's Mayfield. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Ingram's got the first down and more. And all the way up to the 46. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no. Point it right, point it right, point it right.
From the gun, Mayfield. Throw left side to Higgins. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? That's good for 28 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards there on the catch and run. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And again, it's Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns are back within a score. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer. Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Jackson's throw on target to Willie Snead. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson brought in left side by Snead. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Running right, this is Ingram. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Jackson, flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell.
So it's third and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they're bringing an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Higgins. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The end result, 21 yards. They give the Chubb out of the gun, and he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
That is caught inside the 5. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're going. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns have taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Joseph now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their 35-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays just as what we saw A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Demarius Randall. Well, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
And this is caught at the 8. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Mayfield keeps it himself, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Baker Mayfield taking it in. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain there of 21 yards. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again, Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked